So I made a mistake today, but it's probably not really noticeable for you guys, so let me know if you see it. But yeah, today I decided to talk about it and also show how I fixed it. I'm drawing cats, and not just any cats, fire cats. And I know I did a little fire video last week, but I just decided I want to do one again. And this is kind of inspired from older piece that I did a few years back. So a different rendering, I guess. I decided to start this whole piece with putting a layer that's red, of course, a little underpainting for these cats. Also, I didn't show you, but I sketched these kind of skeletons in them a little bit just to add a little something, and I kind of strayed away from the original inspo picture where you saw that the cat had kind of fire mane. Um, I was just not feeling it today, so I decided it's just the fire is just coming from them, from the heart, from the chest, and put a little more emotions into this. The first little kitten kind of has it from his head, but there's also I put little meanings into these cats here and there so we can talk about it. But yeah, the first layer was this red vibrant layer that I also decided to keep as a background. At the start for the first layer, I'm painting the cat simultaneously since I'm going with this watery layer. I sometimes water down my acrylics so I can experiment a little bit with the tones and everything, but this first layer was more for my brain, kind of like a sketch but with paint, where I was deciding where the light would come through, or where we would have the brightest areas and the darkest areas. So this was the first pass on that, so I'm keeping the rib cage area the lightest one, I guess, because I do want this fire to come from the heart, and so that is where we will focus on. But yeah, I started just layering with darkish bluish color, and I always go light with this as well because I really love when the underpainting or just the color seeps through. Another reason why I go light with my first layers is just so I don't lose that first sketch, because even though I know I can go over it at the end, I like to see it and keep it as much as possible, because I don't want to do double work, I guess. And if it's there, I can just go over it and I don't have to redraw it. Plus, this is a little hint on where I kinda lost something for the second cat, and we will talk about it later. But oh my god, I don't think I've ever drawn a little kitten. I don't know, maybe I have, but not in this kind of way, and it was so adorable to just draw a tiny little cat. I don't know why I haven't done this before, but I should do it more. Anyways, I am kind of going for this reddish, orangey, purpley look because I really like this color scheme. And my idea was that for this little guy, when we're young, we're curious, and so I guess the emotions kind of we learn. So I thought, okay, the fire will kind of go through the head, and kind of symbolizing that the curiosity, and that the flame is very swooshy and bright, because again, when you're young, you just think that everything is so great and magical, and yeah, I just wanted to capture that kind of energy for it. So that's why I'm using these bright colors, this almost neon pink. Also, I will let you know down below what tools I'm using, so if you're curious, you can check that there. So now we have arrived to the problem cat, and I will be honest, right now there are no big issues here. I was just enjoying the painting, and I've been trying to do that more for my drawings, because sometimes it just becomes a bit of a hassle. And these ones were super fun because I could think about them and the idea, but I could also enjoy what I'm putting. So I think sometimes when I'm too into it, I forget to check if everything is going okay. And even though when I'm at the sketching phase, I like to make sure that everything is okay, and it was okay. And how I check it is I usually take a picture and then flip it so I can see my sketch with new eyes, and then usually you see all the issues you're having, and then you can just you can fix them early, and you don't have to worry about it later when it's done. And when you have finished everything and put all the work in, and then see the mistake, which was what happened today. But anyways, this cat, I don't know, I was having some troubles while I was sketching, but when I finished the sketch, it felt okay, it felt right. But while I was painting it, since it is quite small, even though the sketchbook is A4 size, so it's not super small, but the face of the cat became quite tiny. And with my brushes, I like to mainly use 2 brushes, but I should have should have changed them a little bit for the face, because since I was putting these bold strokes, I started to lose the anatomy, to lose the placing of the sketch. And so I think I was just going on autopilot, because my brain was like, I know what to do, I know how to draw it and where the light goes, but I was not checking where the line should go, you know? I hope this makes sense. So I kind of ruined the face of this little guy. This one also has meaning though, because again the first one was about the curiosity, and this one I tried to tone down a little the flame. The colors are a little less vibrant, and it starts to go from the heart now. And also I'm doing this line art thing, and yeah, it matters a lot where I put the lines, because here as well I did not like on the belly where I put the line. It looked too boxy and weird. But here in the corner you can look and see that the face, it's a little bit wonky, so I decided to go in and fix it digitally. Honestly, I was kind of surprised by myself to only notice this mistake later. I really don't know how it happened, because I do know anatomy of a cat. But also it's okay, because mistakes like these we can always fix. It's not the end of the world, and it's kind of satisfying as well to see the fix, because then you go from this to this in just and not an hour, in just a short period of time, and it kind of gives you satisfaction, and just it can remind you that, you know, you can fix whatever needs fixing, and you can do it digitally. You can do it traditionally. I was just lazy, because it is more work if I would go traditionally, because then I would just black out the face, and then just start over with the acrylics. But yeah, I was a little lazy, so I did it digitally. And yeah, that just means that you don't have to overthink things, that you can always change, the artwork can always change, and if something is bothering you, you can put the effort and just change it. And even if you don't want to change it immediately, but you see the mistakes, I encourage you to just remind yourself that next time you can fix it in a way. Next time, if I am painting a cat, I will keep this in mind, that things can disappear. So it's a learning curve. We learn from the mistakes, and the mistakes have to be there, otherwise we wouldn't learn. So whenever I do stumble upon a mistake, of course I am human, and I kind of do feel a bit bad about myself, because I kind of put myself down, and I'm thinking like, damn it, I made a mistake again. But you know, we do need to remember that that is okay, and they teach us how to not make mistakes, or how to just avoid them, or just learn from them. This third guy, of course, was a grown cat adult. So as an adult, sadly, sometimes both curiosity and just enjoyment for life can disappear a little bit. Confusion comes into place sometimes. Maybe it's just me, but I toned down the flame even more, but I also tried to keep it kind of fresh, and kind of that he is looking at his past selves, and just also learning from the mistakes, and learning from himself, his younger selves, and maybe even trying to get that kitten's flame back, who knows? But yeah, this is how this went, and I of course had a little struggle with making mistakes and not seeing them, but you know, we got over it. I also forgot to say that the flame for this one in the background, it's taking way more space because as adults we of course allow more space and we have more things, and hopefully we have more things to love and cherish, and that's why the flame is more intense there, I guess. I also finished it off with these little dots as little sparks coming from the chest. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully the rambling wasn't too much. But yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!
Hold me tightly like I was there, and whisper softly in your ear that everything is gonna be alright.